analysis, but before we get into that, I would like to define the problem that the Surrey Foundation is facing, which is an awareness. Although the Surrey Foundation is an amazing, sustainable organization that is capable of bettering the community, not only now, but for future generations to come, the fact that individuals within the community are not aware of who they are and what they do is leading to a horrible cycle. So starting off, since the individuals are not aware of who they are and what they do, individuals and businesses are less willing to donate money to them versus other causes that are close to their heart. Since the Surrey Foundation is not able to get the funding they need, to make the huge strides in the community is not able to see what they are capable of, leading to again to an unawareness. Therefore, our ultimate goal to this marketing plan is to create awareness of the Surrey Foundation within the community.
As a community-based organization whose primary goal is to aid its own community, the market can be segmented into the city of Surrey. This is the community that they work to support as well as look for the aids in doing this. In other words, both the donors and the recipients of this aid live in Surrey. So therefore, this is the place where we need to create the awareness. The city, however, can be further segmented into 3 age groups: youth, adults, and senior. The 3 age groups essentially represent 3 different generations that the Surrey Foundation needs to create awareness within. By further dividing our adults and senior groups in terms of high and low income, we can examine specific regions, events, and way in which we can specifically target each group.
Our targeting strategy is to specifically target the youth and adult segments. Youth in high schools and universities is a specific group of interest due to the Surrey Foundations Youth and Philanthropy program. This program is a youth program that is a youth version of the Surrey Foundation. It allows the youth to set up their own endowment fund, raise their own funds, and even take on their own leadership projects. This basically empowers youth and allows them to create a difference in their community by addressing the causes that they're passionate about. By targeting youth and getting them involved in the program or beneficiaries of it through the youth grants, we are able to get tomorrow's adults excited about the Surrey Foundation, also aware of it, and take on active roles in it. Youth, unlike adults, are still establishing their beliefs and their values and what they're passionate about, so targeting them at this stage is basically ideal. The adult segment makes up the largest segment of the Surrey population though, at 61.2%. Therefore, targeting them would also be a huge component of creating awareness and in turn raising funds. By dividing our adult segment into high and low income adults, we're able to target high-income adults at prestigious events and galas and push the sustainability aspect of the Surrey Foundation and its community roots and raise these funds. These higher-income adults are generally business owners or South Surrey residents who have lived in Surrey for generations or owe their success to the community, and therefore pushing the community-based and community-driven aspect of the organization would be ideal. Lower income adults and families, which compose a majority of Surrey's population, are an ideal target as well due to the fact that we can target them at free community events like the Fusion, children's festivals. These adults would be good in creating awareness and aiding the organization in terms of possibly volunteering their time. The Surrey Foundation can position itself as adding value to the community, being different than any other organization, and therefore being able to compete with these competitors on the basis of its community and sustainability aspect, as well as its youth program. The Surrey Foundation's endowment fund for the community allows it to be sustainable, so that whenever problems arise in the community, there's funding to address them. Its youth and philanthropy program empowers youth and allows them to have their own grants and boards and address whatever issues they feel are most important. Both programs are unlike any other in the Surrey community and the Surrey Foundation's competitors. They can use this to position themselves, differentiate themselves, and even gain a competitive advantage.
In summary, our market segment analysis found it best to segment the city of Surrey by age of youth, adults, and seniors for our organization. Our target strategy was geared towards by the youth and adult segments, and our positioning was on the basics of the youth program and the sustainability and community aspects of the organization itself.